Hey you guys. Oh, there's a bird flying in the gym. That's funny. Okay, so I wanted to show you down below is the gym, and the door to come in is right over here. Right here, this door is the pastor's office, my brother-in-law, his office for the Spanish church. You can go up on this side and there's more classrooms up here, but we really don't use the classrooms a lot right now because we don't have a lot of kids for junior church or anything. Down below here, there is a room that we set up for the like the nursery for Spanish church, and I donated some of the toys and we decorated that and made it look like a nursery. And the American church guys still come in and play basketball in here, although right now there's like volleyball set up, but they'll play half court ball and stuff. But this gym is technically for the Spanish church to use. I started out with cleaning out this classroom first, and that was going to be our classroom, but then we had more kids, so they started using it for junior church. Then some of the families left and then we didn't have as many kids. But during that time, I moved to the room behind there, if you go up those stairways, and I cleaned up that room. But then that room had a leak on the roof. So then I moved over here to this side. And so this room is kind of an example of how it looked. There's just like trash and junk and things everywhere. This used to be a Christian school for the American church, but now it's like nothing. So, that's an example of how the rooms were before I cleaned them. So now I've cleaned 3 out of like the maybe 6 rooms or something. I still need to sweep off here because it's still kind of yucky and dirty, but I keep Lulu's like riding toys and stuff up here so that she can take them down there and ride around. But this is our schoolroom. So if you open the door, there's the entranceway. Going immediately, there's another room here, which I also cleaned out, but I wanted to make it like a storage area for us because like our Christmas decorations, a Christmas tree and things like that can't really fit in the RV. So I just put these shelves that we had here. And so this is kind of like a storage plus also. Hi, Jenny. Plus, there's also like games and like arts and craft supplies and a lot of school stuff and puzzles and random things in here too, extra. But so this is just kind of like overflow for our schoolroom. And then I have this, with some random supplies. And then these filing cabinets were empty. So now I have different materials and paperwork and things of school in here too. But if you go back into this room, and the floor is covered with glitter because somebody came in after I set it up and spilled glitter all over the floor. I've been vacuuming, trying to get it up, but it hasn't really all the way come up out of the carpet yet. So it's a lot of glitter, but it's really nice. So when you first walk in, there's kind of like this little thing that I had just taken. It was an old piece of a bed that I put here. And so this is Lulu's dramatic play dress up area. And so basically she just has some of her favorite things up here and her kitchen toys and jewelry and things down here, all of her dress ups, and then random overflow dress ups and baby dolls that don't fit hanging up there on the little thing. That hanger was already there, so it's perfect. She has her little kitchen there, some kitchen utensils for cooking, her shopping cart, random things like that. She's got their sink and their little globe, and down here is their cash register. All of this stuff goes in the basket, and that box there has like dishes and food. What, Lulu?
I can't find a crown.
Well, you gotta keep checking. I don't know what you did. Check in the box right there, maybe. Anyway, so this little area is her, dramatic play dress up area that she plays when we're up here. She finishes her school a lot faster than the other two, so she needs a good place to play. Flipping around right here, we have a really tall, it'll go up to the ceiling bookshelf at home, and it's going to be about to right before the little apples and the thing all the way over to the chalkboard. So it's a nice size shelf, and it's at the farm still. But when it comes here, I'm going to unpack, all these books plus more books that I have still at the farm and put them here. This little shelf here is some of our tray work, and basically during school sometimes they'll have like a lull in their written work or their book work, and so they can come over to the shelf and pull out a tray. And I change the activities up often, but like this one for example is a counting one, so especially for Lulu, she's still working on like one-to-one correspondence, and so she'll like count 1, 2, 3, you know, and all the way through. So this is kind of an example. There's tons of things, varying levels of difficulty that they can do in the meantime. And they're on all different topics from math to science to, you know, manipulatives and hand-eye coordination and all sorts of different things. Learning language and random things are there too. No, Lulu, not now. I'm making the video first. Well, you gotta keep looking. Okay, so next to where the bookshelf will be, this is like our writing, our handwriting area. So there's like a lot of, what are they? Dry erase books and materials, random supplies and things under here. Magnetic letters, alphabet cards, dry erase that they use down there. This is like a sand where they practice tracing the letters in the sand. And there's also normally like their handwriting books and journals and stuff are down here. And so they do a lot of their handwriting over here. Here's another shelf with more stuff, more little activities that isn't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be over in the doctor kit and the dramatic play area. Then on top here is like for when we eat. We pack a lunch at home and we bring it up here. We have like little washcloths. They each have a cup and a plate and a bowl and everything just in case if we need that for lunch. This is a lot of like manipulatives and things that work on hand-eye coordination and also some puzzles and stuff. These are extra trays. I just save a bunch of baking trays, especially old ones once they've been used and used and used, and they use it to do different activities on the trays, even Play-Doh and stuff. We have our missionary board here for different missionaries that our church and other churches we know support. And then this is like our current activities working on like history, geography, that kind of thing. And so there's different things there. Underneath of that chair is some books that Ginny uses with her curriculum, some stories that I'm reading to her. Over here is our like overflow toys and also like block area.
Guys, do you want to see my map I made?
Sure they do. It's a video though, so they can't answer you. What, on the wall? Oh, okay. We gotta see Ginny's map.
Yeah, we are at Louisiana, right?
Yep, we're at Louisiana.
And then we go to the rainforest.
Oh, we have to go to the rainforest?
And then we go to the high, tall grass. And then we go to the big, huge Rainbow River. And then we go to a big temple with a lot of windows. And then we get to Atlantica.
Atlantis? That's a very cool map. Good job, Ginny. I love it. All right, let me finish the tour.
And also, if we bring that power source back, Atlantis won't be just down in the river. It will be up.
Yeah. So here is like the block area. They have this little town construction mat on the floor. They have like the big cardboard blocks, all their little people things. I think Barbie's is in that bottom tote. They're overflow Barbies. They have that little Barbie house. This is all the little people that go with the like little people castles and stuff. They have Lincoln logs in here, random bird cages that they use for their animals sometimes. And then little pet shop stuff. Also, this is like nature, wooden and like rocks and leaves and sticks and stuff that they use when they're doing blocks or they like create like a little world on the floor for their little pet shops, and they use that. There's a couple floor puzzles here. We made this out of a pizza box and a moving box. It's like their little peg doll world. And so these are their little peg dolls that we painted. And they don't even have, like a lot of them don't even have faces. Some of them do. But we painted them and they play here in this little pizza box world that they created. Under here is where all of their curriculum books are, even though some of them are still at the farm and I need to bring them over because we were going back and forth. There's some encyclopedias and also some art books that are just stored there until I get a shelf. More of their journals goes here, but they're not here. They're at the farm, the other ones. And then this is just a box that I need to put away, but it's like a lot of extra work and assignment, pages, math pages random stuff that I was looking through. Someone had given me a lot of those. I think it was Miss Ryman like years ago. So, moving over here is, that poster was like already on the wall from when it was the English American church. It's kind of like our paint area. So we have our easel, we have some highlights and Mathmania magazines under here. This is a dry erase side, and so they normally have dry erase that they can write. And then over here is the chalkboard easel side. And so either side we can use these clips and clip paper, and they paint, so that's why a lot of their painting supplies are here. Over here is a heater for if it's cold. So this is a desk that was already here and it's way too heavy to move, so I've just put some of their like LEAP learning books, and this is all coloring books. There's also some of my teacher supplies in these drawers. We're gonna put our big TV here when we bring it from the farm because it doesn't fit in our RV, and so it'll fit nicely on top of there. And then if they want to watch a movie, or we want to watch a school related movie, or you know, a documentary or something, we can watch it here. This is my actual desk that I've had for a while, and just a bunch of my teacher supplies and stuff, like my calendar that is on a clipboard, my regular desk calendar, some old notebooks Aaron had from Spanish college that he was going to throw away, so I just kept the notebooks. Random stuff here. I just brought this shoe shelf that I'm going to put by the door because when we come up here, they always do just throw their shoes everywhere. So I'm hoping, oh, there's Aramis when he dressed up as Shrek, Aramis and I before we got married for the bus kids. Anyway, funny. This isn't supposed to be here. This is Olivia's little passport subscription that we get once in a while, but it's supposed to be over here in the geography area. Anyway, this is just a random chalkboard that they draw on sometimes when we don't use the big one in the other room. This area down underneath is the calm down kit area. So it's a little place to go and calm down if they're having a rough day or if they just need to do something quiet by themselves for a little while. Yes, Lulu?
Well, I searched everywhere.
Well, I'll help you in a minute. Let me finish the video. So this is they each have a calm down kit basket that they can go do. It's like little activities that they can do on their own when they need to calm down and take a break. There's also some books and stuff under there, some puzzles, like those are stackers, just random things, a little doll that Jenny likes, and some pillows. These are more, you know, quiet time activities that they like to do when they're down here. I need to vacuum the floor again because it's messy, but just a little view. Those are tiny, like little puzzles. This is a calm down, like sensory bottle. We're gonna actually make some of these. So we're gonna have a bunch more. We're saving water bottles to make more, but this one is really, really cool. And so, especially Ginny, she tends to be super emotional, and so she loves the calm down kit corner to help her calm down. And so each person's basket has different things in it, just certain things they're interested in, sticker books, you know, comic books, learning items. Like this one is a alphabet thing where you put it in and it's like a quiz on the different letters of the alphabet and the sounds that they make. So let's see, this is Jenny's basket, that's Lulu's, and this is Olivia's. And so that's something that I do to help them throughout the day if they're just having a bad day in general. This is where they turn in any assignments that need to be turned in. So I have like this work area where I can come on over because it's a bigger table and I can work if like I need to work with somebody individually. Dora because Lulu. And so this is some of our curriculum. This is the Modern Charlotte Mason that I was telling you about, Daddy, if you watch this video. And basically it's just like a teacher guide, but it has 1st through 12th grade in this, and there's different bundles. Like this one is War to War. And then the one that we did last year that we're finishing up, but we're not all the way done with it, is, well, I don't think I have the book here, but it's can't think. It is early modern American history, like the colonies and, you know, the beginnings of America, basically. And so, but it has more than just history. It's got history and science and Bible and like all through here. Morning meeting is like hymn study and Bible. And this particular year, which we're going to be starting in a few weeks, is Luke and Exodus, where we were doing Genesis and Psalms in the first one that we did. We're going to be studying astronomy for our nature, like science, this year coming up. And then this is tea time, which is like more like classical studies and poetry and composers and like different things that you don't typically get to study in school, but it's really, really neat that we get to study it. And then this one just has a lot of book lists, and it's got Greek and Latin for the older kids, but mine are too young to be working on that. We are learning Spanish, obviously, for our language right now. But anyway, so this is like where I keep my upcoming curriculum, because I'm beginning to plan for it and gather the books that we need and stuff, so that as soon as we finish, probably in the fall is when we'll be starting this new, but right now we're finishing up early American, and then we rotate back through. So after we do World War, it's going to be modern, which is like the end of World War II until the modern present times. And then from there, we're going to go back into ancient history and then Renaissance. And so basically all of our other subject areas are related to the study of that time period of history. And we just continue to, I think you rotate through each of the bundles of history, basically, like 3 or 4 times before they graduate. So you get to study in depth those time periods of history and all the literature and language arts and things that kind of go along with it. So it's really, really neat. We love it. Again, my desk is here. This is like our morning meeting circle time area. I have a lot of things in here, like my morning binder, random things I want to hang on the wall, also posters that we don't always use, giant, like big books like you see at school, random stuff, like a board that we have different things. Like I had a Bible verse on here that we were memorizing, so oftentimes I'll put the memory verse on there. And then this was like an overview of the things that we were studying at that time and the different habits that we're working on for habit training, the hymns that we're working on, Bible verses we need to learn. So this was like several months worth of what we were working on. And so I can keep it right next to me and have like a good indication of where we are and what we need, where we're going next and what we need to continue to do. So this whole area, I'm going to walk over here and turn around. This is like our morning meeting, circle time, if you will. Like if you're in a regular school daycare, you have circle time where you do your calendar. We have the Melissa and Doug like month, year, day, feelings calendar. Just some random, these are some random like reader books, because the learning to read area is over here. So we're focusing on reading in this area. But like this is from when we were doing a certain other curriculum. There's like letters and numbers of the week, pictures of the girls, different shapes we were working on, a huge map of the United States up here, musical instruments for when we sing songs and play different music. This is like different Spanish books and different concepts that we're working on. Like this is a human body book. This is like zippers and tying and different things that Lulu is still kind of working on. And this is about money and random Dr. Seuss books that we're reading. These are just this is kind of a shelf where I put different things that we're going over frequently at circle time, but not like an everyday thing. So these are here. I also have peg dolls that I created with like the days of the week, the months of the year, and the little pigs have the seasons: fall, autumn, spring, winter, summer. And so we use these in stories that I tell that help them to remember about the months of the year and days of the week and all that stuff. Circle time area, also some missionaries, flag for Pledge of Allegiance. I like to ask a question every day and like record their answer. This is our circle time basket and some alphabet readers. And the circle time basket has a wide array of different things that we go over at circle time, like our like sign language, Spanish, flags, money, anything that we're reviewing. I like to have this ball because I throw it to them when we ask questions and they catch it and answer the question, random things like that. I don't know. I think I have calendar pieces in the bucket under the circle time area. And so that's that. And then over here next to the window is our like learning to read area. So I'll sit in the chair and I'll help work with them on learning to read. And that could be anything from reading like, early reader books, which Olivia's beginning to get more into, like some of the early readers, like Are You My Mother, and, different Frog and Toad books. So there's those, but then there's also, that's really cool, Lulu.
Oh, Mommy.
Go over there for a minute. Mommy's not done. I'm almost done. And then this is the McGuffey second reader, but Olivia's still on the McGuffey first reader, and Ginny too. Random like short books that they can do. We also have their phonics books that they read every day over at the RV, but we're gonna probably bring back over here again. Here I have another chalkboard that I can write on, you know, when I'm working with them on reading if needed. And then this is like something I got at the chicken store. That's like the discount store, but it's a matching rhyming word. Words that rhyme, and you connect them together in the puzzle. Pig, wig. Anyway, so that's another activity that they work on here in the reading area. This is our desk area. So right behind the circle time area where Lulu likes to play a lot, this is Lulu's desk. And she has some like decorative things. This belongs in her play area, but then she's got like a few little decorative things and her pencil box, her little tiny Bible, notebooks, some of her school books and school supplies. She usually keeps her backpack under here with her other workbooks. And then she's got this basket full of random books with like colors and shape and number and different skills that me and her are working on together. And then over here is the other place where the other shelf will go. This is actually one of the shelves of that floor to ceiling shelf. So another shelf will fit here in this area between there with the rest of our books. My voice. Over here is the girls' school desk, and this desk is so cool. It was already in the room when we are in the, the room next door when we came to make our schoolroom here. So I have like their alphabet up here for them to see when they're writing. The Smurfs poster fell down, but so this is Ginny's desk. A little messy right now. You have stuff all over the place, huh, Ginny? Mm-hmm. Can you fix your desk? And then this is.
Oh, and Papa. Oh, and look at my.
You did that picture.
It's Winnie the Pooh, and I made it in my own colors.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then this is Olivia's desk right here. So, they just keep some of their work up here like this, and then they have like their pencils and stuff that they use. A little decoration thing. Sure, you can color it, and then I'll help you do the writing when I have time after the video. But we gotta go back to the RV because Olivia's still over there. This is a long video. I didn't intend for it to be this long, but it's a lot to show you guys. This is just these shelves were already in the corner of the room over here, and so over here we just have like more random supplies and like paper and color pencils in here, crayons, glue, and glitter glue pens, and ton of random things. Also our treasure box, also cleaning supplies, and this is our treasure box where when they do extra good in school they get a prize. And we often have like little blind bags and stuff in here that we get at the discount store. They're normally so expensive, but we get them at the discount store for like a couple cents rather than over $1. Don't worry, Ginny. We know where they are. They're just on the other side. We'll get them again. And more construction paper. So that's kind of like an overview of how the room looks. And then here in the middle, I didn't show you yet, but right in the middle is our nature area. This is our nature journals. That they're from the thinking tree that I mentioned to you, Daddy and Amber, before. And so these ones I printed out at a printing place, but they also have the book version like this. And so this is all the artwork is drawn by that lady, Miss Sarah Janessa Brown, and her family. And so they're just really great. And so, I don't know, is this one Ginny's? No, that's Lulu's. I want to show you. Oh, dropped it. I want to show you Ginny's because she devotes a lot of extra time to her nature journal that even the other two don't as much. She's super into her nature journal. So this is like an example of what the journals are like, although there's different ones. Again, Ginny's got printed out. She has a folder in here with random work that she's done. She just colored. So basically, add something to this drawing was one of the things. That's a bumblebee that she drew. Just more coloring. Here's a butterfly that she made and a flower she made when she's outside. So we actually take these journals outside on nice days and do art outside, and nature and science all combined into one. But there's like random poems, and then like this is a search where you go outside, and if you find any of these random items outside, you color it in. It's kind of like a hunt. Just random work. And so this is like, here she finds small things and make a nature collection. So she glued some flowers in. Hold on, Junie. So, and then these are like reading time pages. So if we read a science or nature related book, they can draw what they remember from the story, and then we can write in there what they can write. Here's some different things she's done. So,
You won't believe what I found in my flower pot.
what did you find in your flower pot? Oh, yeah.
A candy from the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah. So this is just kind of an example of like how we do science a little bit. We also do other things within our curriculum, but this is like our bag that we take our nature journals outside in. This little Dory table from they sit down on sometimes when they're doing trays. They might like bring the tray over here, and this one is like pouring and you know, more hand-eye coordination and stuff. They do that kind of stuff with that. But then this is like our sensory table, and so here we've created like an ocean with this tablecloth. Sometimes we actually put water in the sensory table. There's like shells and random like ocean creatures, and so this is like what we have in the sensory bin right now. And because we've been learning more about the ocean, we have an actual ocean basket with like beach magnets. This is another Thinking Tree journal of Olivia's, all about ocean creatures. And it's just random things about ocean creatures that she learns with. Some Go Fish cards in here with random sea life. God created the sea life. Sticker book of oceans. This is like a chocolate sampler box. And Jenny's been putting random nature items that she's collected. No, random is a good thing. It means it's a lot of different ones, baby. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Anyway, so, and then these are all ocean and under the sea books. And then more shells. Some of them they've colored, and others they haven't. This is another Thinking Tree journal about adventure. And it's about like safety and awareness when you're outside and different things. And so because I only have one of these, the girls each have a folder with a bear that says be brave. And so we do like, you know, first aid and wildlife type survival stuff in that one. And then there's random, this is just some other books. And this is like a cool thing we found at a garage sale that's birds. Like it has different birds and then and things that identify them and different information about birds. This is also a field guide of birds, because even though our focus right now is on bugs for our science this year, we also still branch out and cover other things as well. And then when we do astronomy, we'll also be doing, you know, focusing on other things. Up here are these cool things. I got them from the Smokey the Bear fire safety website. And then I ordered them and they sent them to me, but they're all like different posters of different kind of wildlife and nature and trees, and it identifies like different types of leaves and all that stuff. And then over here is the other side, more just nature that we've collected. And because we're working on bugs as our nature study this year, we have like fake bugs up here that they look at and little magnifying glasses and random stuff. And so that's kind of what our nature center is. And also under here we have like Play-Doh and a rice bin and just like a bug catcher, just random other nature stuff. And obviously those journals go back in that bag because we take them outside like every time we go out for a nature study. So not totally finished, still a work in progress, but we love it. We love it so far. It's definitely a great space to be able to come and learn. And
Mom, I really want to tell you something.
one moment. Say bye-bye to Pop-Up. Do you like your schoolroom?
Bye, Pop-Up.
Do you like your schoolroom, Lulu?
Uh-huh.
Is it the best one ever?
Uh-huh. And I love my dramatic play, but look.
You just made it messy. I'm going to have to help you fix it.
Well, Mommy, I've been searching for it
Well, I'll help you. When I get done this video, I'm going to help you search for it too.
Well,
All right, well, I didn't mean to make a 30-minute video, but that's what happens when I have a huge room to show you guys.
bye.
Yep, you can say bye.
Bye, Papa.
Do you like your schoolroom too?
Yeah.
It's a really cool place.
Yeah, and I love my ninja suit. It's in Lulu's dramatic play.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. All right, well, I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour. Again, the glitter is probably never going to get out of the floor because people came and dumped glitter all over the floor, but I think it makes the room look kind of pretty and sparkly. So, I'll make another short overview video once I get the bookshelves in. Like here and here behind that table. And also I have another one that's metal. It's downstairs and it's like a front-facing bookshelf. And I'm probably going to put it somewhere over here near the Circle Time area so I can hold like our library books and stuff. But that's that. Just a quick little tour. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think of our school. All right. I love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.